So recently, a lot of people have been talking about trust score on YouTube and what it means, how it affects your channel, and all these other things. And there's been a lot of different opinions about this. You know, if a trust score is a real thing. A lot of people think it's been around like it's a new thing, but that's just not the case. Trust score, the term, it just came out of nowhere. I think it's just because, you know, YouTube gurus like to have these words that just sound cool and it gets a lot of views, which is cool, and it does get views. But trust score has been a thing for as long as I can remember. I've been doing faceless YouTube for 6 years now, and it has been a thing this entire time. So if you don't know what trust score is, or you just want to know what type of channel has the best trust score, then we're going to go over that right now. So definition: the trust score is how much YouTube or the algorithm trusts your channel, and it influences whether your videos are being pushed or suppressed. And sometimes you can see this when you start a new channel. You might post 10 videos, 20 videos, whatever, and you're literally just getting like 10 views on every single video. Like nothing's getting pushed out. A lot of you will say you're shadow banned, which people hate that term. They think it's not a real thing. On YouTube, there is 100% censorship or shadow banning. It is a thing. Get over yourself. It's a thing. With that being said, most of the time it's probably not a thing, and you might just have bad videos, but it still is a thing. While not officially documented, it's a widely accepted concept among experienced creators and why it matters. So it affects video visibility, monetization potential, and growth. Like I said, you can start 2 different channels. I actually just did this recently. I started 2 channels. One, actually on both, I posted the same exact video. You're not supposed to do that. I posted the same exact video. One channel, I had a pre-monetized botted channel, and I posted the video, and after a day or two it had around 10 views. And then I literally just posted that video on a new channel. It was pre-monetized but organic, and the video got thousands of views. I think it's at like 12,000 views in a couple days. Just the first channel, right on the channel, boom. So definitely there is some type of censorship going on, but a low trust score can lead to shadow banning or limited reach. And there are different ways to start a YouTube channel. So one is a fresh channel, you know, starting from zero, starting from scratch. And then there's a pre-monetized botted channel, which is no bueno, but a lot of people do it because it's cheap. Then it's pre-monetized organic channel, which is probably the best way to go about starting a YouTube channel. One, because you're already pre-monetized, and 2, it's organic content. I'll go a little bit more into that, but that is the most expensive channel. So you're going to be expecting to pay anywhere from like $300 to $400, $500, and that's just base, no, like you have no traction, but it's pre-monetized and organic. And then the last one is an aged channel, which basically just means the channel's been around for many years. It might not be monetized, so yeah. But anyways, now we're just going to go through the breakdown. The fresh channel, the trust score, in my opinion, is neutral. A lot of people actually think that a fresh channel has a bad trust score because YouTube obviously has no idea what your channel is about, and you just start randomly posting and they're like, what's going on here? Me personally, I think a fresh channel has a very good trust score. Let me you know, take a step back. Let me rephrase that. It doesn't even have a trust score yet. It is a completely fresh channel. Therefore, it doesn't know if you're a bot or not. So it's gonna push your video out, and if it's high quality, if you get views, it's going to continue to push it out. But it doesn't think you're a bot to begin with, so it's not going to suppress you or shadow ban you. So I would say the trust score is neutral. It's not the best, it's not the worst type of channel to start. The pros: clean slate, no history of violations or spam. Cons: the trust starts at 0, like I said. And if it's tied to an email that's been if it's tied to the same email under a channel that's, you know, been terminated or has a low trust score, then that's when a fresh channel might have a lower trust score. So then I can understand why a fresh channel would have a low trust score. But anyways, it is safe and reliable starting point if you want to play it long term. Now the next one is a pre-monetized botted channel. Stay away, guys. This is a very low trust score, especially if it's low quality subscribers and watch time. It will be flagged by YouTube systems. A lot of people think they can trick the system, and for whatever reason, they just think botted channels will somehow go unnoticed. YouTube knows when you bot a channel. When you get random 1,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers, and 4,000 hours of watch time, just from, I don't know, like Indonesia, then they know what's going on. There's a high chance of shadow banning, demonetization, and low impressions. This is when you're usually going to see those videos get 10 views, 20 views, and just not get pushed at all, really. It's the worst option. Avoid it unless you can verify the quality, which is very rare. So you still have a chance of going viral with this. I've done it many times with a pre-monetized botted channel, don't get me wrong, but it is the hardest and the most likely situation to get shadow banned or censored. Anyways, moving on, pre-monetized organic channel. Trust score is very, very high. This is, in my opinion, the best way to start. It's reach monetization through real views, so YouTube sees it as high quality, because to get monetized, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, which you probably all know. But getting to that point is actually quite tough. I mean, for a starter, that is very tough. So getting to that point, you have to earn YouTube's trust. So once you get there, they're like, okay, I can trust this channel. They've put out good quality content that people have enjoyed, and that's why they have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The benefit of this is you have a high trust score, and your videos will be pushed out right away to, you know, the first test audience that YouTube will send it out to. So this is when you might see a couple hundred views on your first video or a couple thousand views, and then if it's a good video, it's going to continue to get pushed. And these are the channels that most likely can go viral off the first video. Like I said earlier, I tested a channel where I posted the same video on 2 different channels, one being an organic monetized channel and one being a botted one. Obviously, the organic channel is the one that is getting tens of thousands of views right from the start, and the botted one is the one that is getting 10 views. That's just how it works. The unfortunate part, it is going to be $300, $400, $500 for one of these organic channels, and like I said, that is with no traction. If you're going to buy a channel with traction, one that is getting real-time views, then it's going to be a lot more money. It is the best choice if you can afford it. If you're just starting off on YouTube, though, this is your first channel, do not do this. Just start fresh. Or buy an age channel, which I will go over in just a moment. So the age channel, non-monetized, but it's been around many, many years. So it has a high trust score as well if there is a clean history, which there most likely is. It has a long-standing presence. It's less likely to be flagged because it has been on YouTube for 10 years now or 15 years now. So YouTube trusts the channel because there's been no violations within that time frame. So you've been on YouTube a long time with no violations. That is a good sign on YouTube's part, or on your part, and YouTube's going to reward you for it. Now, these channels will cost around like $25, sometimes less. It's a very solid budget option. Me personally, I like getting pre-monetized organic channels just because I can afford to spend that couple extra $100, and I like being monetized off the first video. So if it does go viral, which is the hope, the goal at least, then you can start making money right away. Recommended channels, start order, best to worst. Here we go. Pre-monetized organic, age channel, fresh channel, pre-monetized botted channel. Final advice, if you have a budget, buy a pre-monetized organic channel, $400, $500, sometimes $300. If on a budget, buy age non-monetized channel. And if you're patient, start from scratch, slower but safe. And avoid botted channels, guys. Yes, it can still work with a botted channel. Do not get me wrong. Like I said, it has worked for me in the past, but in 2025, YouTube is catching on even more. And I think that's why the whole trust score thing started happening, is because YouTube is starting to notice these botted accounts even more and shadow banning them. If you do want to buy one of these monetized channels, the organic or the age channel, there is a great website that I personally use and a lot of other big faceless creators use. And if you use my code JOESAPPY, you're going to get an extra 5% off. So it's a win-win situation for both of us. If you're watching on YouTube or on the school, just click the link in the description or the link that is attached. If you're watching on Twitter, send me a DM and I'll send the website over to you, and you can get started with a good trust score, guys. So anyways, that is my opinion. You know, I don't know what the algorithm actually is, but that is just what I believe, and it's just what I've tested, and that's what I think. So yeah, you don't have to believe me. You can believe me if you want, or you don't have to. I don't care. But anyways, if you want to have a good start, follow this order right here. Peace.